Hello. Hello, hello. As you can probably tell, I am a minority. And by that I mean I smoke cigarettes. Do you have any smokers in the audience? No, right? No one smokes anymore. Maybe just you, right? No, it's not cool to smoke cigarettes anymore. It's cooler to suck on a robot for steam now, so. I know a lot of people smoke cigarettes because they're trying to relax or because they enjoy it, but I smoke cigarettes because I want to die, so. Anyone sick in the audience? Anyone sick? You gotta tell me if you're sick. It's the rule. I have the mic. No, my boyfriend's real sick. He's sick in the head. You know, he's got sick thoughts. He's got sick thoughts. He believes in New Year's resolutions. Gross, right? Disgusting. Yeah, last New Year's he made a resolution. He wanted to take better care of his mental health. So he broke up with me on January 2nd. Which, ouch, but fair, because I'm insane, you know? Like, I was bummed. My husband was stoked. But I was sad, you know? And I'm the main character of the story, so feel bad for me, you know? You know, my husband and I are in a good place. We're trying to make a baby. Obviously not right this very second, but we are trying. And it's hard because we've been failing. We're not pregnant right now, which is strange because, like, I don't know why it's so hard to get pregnant now, because when I was in high school, I got pregnant by accident all of the time, you know? Like, apparently 39 is old to be pregnant. It's called a geriatric pregnancy if you get pregnant at my age, which is offensive, right? How offensive is that? It's not like I'm sitting around here handing out hard candies to children. No, those hard candies are for me. Oh, man. Here's the thing. I'm, like, offended because, like, I'm Asian, you know, and 60% of the world is Asian, and I don't want to let the team down by not being able to get pregnant, you know? Do we have any Asians in the audience? Not a single one. Okay, cool. Amazing, okay. All right. Do we know what tiger parents are here? Yeah? Okay, some of you do. Okay, for those of you who don't know what a tiger parent is, it's an Asian parent that's really overbearing and expects a lot from their kids. Like, for example, my mom, like, nothing I ever did was on the right timeline for her. She always compared me to her friends' kids, right? Before I got married, I remember my mom calling me up. She's like, Rush, when are you planning your wedding? I want to hold my grandchild, right? I'm like, Mom, when are you planning your funeral? I want to own a house in Toronto. Right? It's the only way. Someone's got to die, right? And my dad was no better. Like, no test was ever good enough. No mark was ever good enough. I remember once I brought a test home, and my dad's looking at it, and he's like, B+. Why couldn't you get an A? I'm like, Dad, that's a blood test. It says be positive, you know? And he's looking at us like, be positive. Oh, be positive. How can I be positive if you don't have an A, you know? Yeah, my dad's not a doctor, but he expects me to be one, which is strange. Yeah. Now, my favorite part of that joke is that my dad does not sound like that. He has a British accent. So my name is Rush. It's not short for Rush Me or Rush Pinder or something else racist you can come up with. Like most children, my parents named me. So my parents are from Bangladesh. Before I was born, they moved to the Netherlands. They got kicked out. They moved to Germany. They got kicked out. They moved to England. They got kicked out. They moved to Canada. My dad's like, we're not getting kicked out, right? So he got my mom pregnant because back then you didn't kick out pregnant ladies from countries. It wasn't Trump's America, you know? And so while my mom was pregnant, my dad's like scheming. He's like, what do Canadians like? What do Canadians like? I'm gonna name my firstborn son What Canadians Like. What do Canadians like? They like this band Rush. Okay, right? And they found out I was gonna be a girl. They're like, you know what, we're gonna stick to the plan. It's a good plan. Never deviate from the plan, right? This is what my dad said happened, but here's the thing, like my sister is named Camellia, which is the name of the green tea flower, so sometimes I wonder if they just flip through the dictionary and just pick stuff at random, you know what I mean? Oh man. As you can see, I love drinking from a straw, because I hate turtles. I just hate them. I just hate that they can have underwater straws. I don't know. Like, I used to love turtles, I used to watch a show called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yeah. I rewatched that show again as an adult, realized that no one cared about these turtles. Right, these are 4 teenage boys with a grown woman in a sewer. Do you want April O'Neil around your teenage boys? No. And nobody cares right now. That's why I dumped plastic into the ocean, because I hate the ocean too. Can we down with the ocean? I want to get a chant going. Down with the ocean. Down with the ocean. You guys are not fully on board. Do you love the ocean? Is that it? Do you want to marry it? Is that what's happening here? You should. No, I hate the ocean. It's like, what? The ocean just scares me. It's so big. It's massive, right? And it's coming for us, right? It's coming for us. It's expanding, because the ice caps are melting and because I'm dumping plastic straws out there, it's filled with monsters. There's sharks, octopi. Ursula the sea witch lives out there. Is this like a pro sea witch audience? What's going on? A real pro sea witch? Is it because she's an octopus of color? You don't want to seem racist? Is that it? Let me put it to you this way. No self-respecting person of color is going to steal a white woman's voice, and that's the entire movie. Okay. The Little Mermaid, that's the movie I'm talking about. You guys have seen it? Okay. Isn't that the worst movie a little girl could base her life on? Think about it. She ran away from home at the age of 16 to be with a guy she had just met. She had extreme body dysmorphia, couldn't deal with being half fish. She couldn't speak till she kissed that guy. She was also a hoarder, right? Thingamabobs, I've got 20. But who cares? No big deal. I want 20,000 more in an underwater cave that only me and a flounder and a crab can access. That's a bad life lesson for a 4-year-old. I was 4 when the movie came out. Oh, man. What else do I hate? Okay. I hate turtles. I hate the ocean. Ooh, space. I hate space. Do we hate space here? Yeah. I hate it. Down with space. I've had someone ask me, they're like, do you mean personal space or outer space? All of it? I want to close talk at you while I diss the stars. You know what I mean? Have you ever seen the show called Cosmos with Neil deGrasse Tyson? Okay, do you remember the episode where Neil was talking about how everyone's made of star matter? We're all made of star matter. We're all bits of star. People got really conceited. They're like, I'm stardust, I'm made of bits of star. I'm like, you know what else is made of bits of star? Literal garbage. Fecal matter. You're a piece of crap if you tell me you're stardust, so I hate you too, Oh, man. It's International Women's Day. Yay! All the women, make some noise! Are we a horoscope crowd here? Yeah? Okay, so here's the thing. I'm not into horoscopes. I don't believe in horoscopes, which is kind of a bummer considering I am South Asian and female presenting. But I honestly think that horoscopes are to women what cryptocurrency is to dude bros. Do you know what I mean? Women, we used to have MLMs, multi-level marketing. There was Amway and Mary Kay. Now Mercury's in retrograde ruining my day. I don't understand. And the thing is, I'm a Gemini, and people are like, you are such a Gemini. You act like such a Gemini. I'm like, no, I act crazy, not because I'm a Gemini, because I have bipolar disorder. It's not the... Ugh. Have we talked about lockdowns? How do we feel about the lockdowns? They're over now, but we've been through them, right? I love Toronto, but we've had more lockdowns than Fast and the Furious movies at this point, right? And I don't know if you noticed this, but every time a lockdown released, people got a bit more self-absorbed when they came out, right? Yeah, just a bit more each time. The 3rd lockdown, the one right after lockdown 2, Electric Boogaloo. The US government admit that UFOs are real. Do you remember this? Yeah. And did we care at all? No, we're that's great and all, but I want to go to a mall, Let me take my mask off. I hate this government. No one gave a crap about these aliens. The only aliens people cared about were illegal aliens and ancient aliens. And illegal aliens because of racism, obviously. And ancient aliens because of also racism, right? Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Ancient Aliens, it's a TV show. Yeah, okay, some of you do. Okay, for the rest of you, it's a show that's been on the History Channel for some reason. For 20 years. It's a show where these 4 white guys go to traditionally non-white countries and look at architectural marvels and go, that's a really big sculpture on Easter Island. No way a person of color made that. Must have been an alien. That's the entire show, okay? Like they'll go to Egypt and go, pyramids of Giza seems really complicated for someone with brown skin to make that. Aliens. Or Great Wall of China, way too big for those Chinese people, aliens. And it pisses me off so much because just because white people couldn't do it doesn't mean it was aliens, right? Yeah, like think about who wins, thank you. Like think about who wins a spelling bee. Right? Who wins on TV at a school? Who wins? It's not Scott Foster. It's Tishani Kanakasundaram. That is who's winning the spelling bee, all right? And if Scott Foster cannot figure out how to win a spelling bee in the only language he knows how to communicate it, do you think he's going to figure out how to build a pyramid? No, like white people traditionally started wars over spices, but they get freaked out when they see a bay leaf in their Chipotle. So, I don't really know how to end that. Other than I think white people are the aliens, so I guess my baby's gonna be half alien. If you guys want to see a half alien baby, there's a bucket that you can donate some money to where we can pay for my IVF because I'm a geriatric pregnancy right now. God, did I explain why I hate space so much? It's also expanding, you realized, right? Because of the Big Bang and because I'm dumping plastic straws out there. I don't know, it's probably filled with monsters. All right, we can talk about something else. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but everyone's a conspiracy theorist now. Yeah, like everyone went to the University of YouTube and got a degree in stupid, right? And I hate conspiracy theorists, but I realized that my favorite way to get rid of a conspiracy theorist is to one-up them, right? Like, for example, if someone's like, the Earth is flat, the proper response is, oh my God, do you think we're on Earth right now? This is obviously a simulation. We're in the Matrix, you know? Or the pandemic was planned. Like, of course it was planned. How else are you going to change the batteries in the birds? Birdsarereal.com. That's a real website. I did not make it up for the joke. Or my favorite conspiracy theory is when someone's like, the moon landing was faked, right? This is when you gotta look someone dead in the eye and go, I'm sorry, are you one of those bozos who believes in the moon? Yeah, we're laughing now, but I personally don't believe in the moon. I just think it's the back of the sun, so. All right, guys, I've been Rush Kazi. I will continue being Rush Kazi. Find me on the internet, rushkazi.com. Thank you so much. You've been great.